Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take you to Pike County, where one fire department can now do more to help the community thanks to a generous donation.
And staying in Pike County, we'll show you how many folks in the area did not let freezing temperatures keep them inside this past Leap Day, as many got out to help a good cause.
And to Lee County, where people came together to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the county's founding in what officials are saying is only the beginning of a year of celebrations.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Lacey Roberts.
Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning on to this Monday. Lacey, welcome to the big show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. It's early, but I'm actually like awakened up and alert. So.
Oh, that'll change. Don't worry. It's going to change drastically, especially later on today. Let's bring Brandon in this morning. And Brandon, we are expecting maybe some rain today.
Exactly. Big contrast from this day 8 years ago, but thankfully just some rain today. We see it on live pinpoint Doppler radar. As we scan the skies this morning, some heavier bands out toward the I-75 and Lake Cumberland corridor, so we're going to continue to watch that progress east as we head through the morning hours. Temperatures still fairly mild, but the rain should cool most areas off. Already down to 46 there in Somerset, still 56 here in Hazard, but 36 in Jonesville over in southwest Virginia. So a big contrast. Winds coming out of the south, so that's going to warm us up later today, and we could see some breezy conditions at times as winds gust as high as about 25 to 30 miles per hour later. Anywhere from 19 to 27 degrees, or actually 32 degrees warmer this morning than it was this time yesterday. So you know that the temperatures are really going up. A normal day on the coffee meter, but of course it's Monday, so we always throw a little extra in on Monday. Out the door forecast, rain chances throughout the day, so make sure you take your rain gear, and temperatures will top out right there in the mid-50s later this afternoon. We'll talk about the extended forecast here in just a little bit. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. A new fire engine is not cheap, and for volunteer fire departments like the one in Gulnair, the $300,000 price tag is impossible to afford. But this Pike County station recently received a big donation. The Hutchinson Fire Department, volunteer fire department from Bourbon County, more than 100 miles away, donated a fire truck. Assistant Chief Robbie May says he is shocked but grateful.
It's not every day you run up on a truck that another department, especially a volunteer department, is giving away.
The donors made only one request. They asked if the department ever disposed of the fire truck, that they give it to another fire department in need. This truck adds an extra 750 gallons of water.
During freezing temperatures, many stay indoors. However, runners in Pikeville did not allow a couple inches of snow to stop them. Saturday morning, a leap year 2020 fun run kicked off to commemorate the holiday. Some quick facts for you. 4 million people in the world are Leap Day babies, and Leap Day babies are called leapers or leaplings. Runners we talked with Saturday say the colder weather is actually a better running temperature.
If you have a passion for it, then they're going to come out no matter what the weather.
My husband and I are trying to run one race a month, and this was close to us. We live about an hour away, and we thought it'd be fun.
Trying to get some exercise in, getting that heart and blood flowing, getting healthy.
Brandon refuses to say that the colder weather is better running weather. Now, as runners crossed the finish line, they leaped over it. This race is part of a series taking place throughout the year. The next is a bunny run on the 4th of April.
And the cold wasn't enough to keep dozens of people from jumping into a pool of icy water yesterday morning. More than 200 people came out to Lexington's 16th Polar Plunge. The event raises money for more than 10,000 people who participate in Kentucky's Special Olympic programs. Organizers say it's about giving back and having fun.
The plungers really embrace it, and we have a costume contest, so they make it a lot of fun. We've got a DJ out here playing great music, so it's really kind of a fun winter festival.
And we are told the temperature of the water was hovering around 42 degrees during the event.
This past weekend, nearly 900 University of Kentucky students participated in DanceBlue. It is a dance-a-thon held at Memorial Coliseum. Money raised benefits the children and families battling pediatric cancer in the DanceBlue Kentucky's Children's Hospital Hematology and Oncology Clinic. Those who put on DanceBlue announced last night that they raised just more than $2 million during this year's event. This is the largest amount raised in the event's history.
And here's a batch of bourbon that's making tails wag. Bluegrass Distilleries and the Lexington Humane Society teamed up for a bottle of bourbon to support animals at the LHS shelter. Each bottle is $50 with $20 from each bottle going to the Humane Society. And it seems the fundraising effort is working. We are told the bourbon is going fast.
On March 1st, 1870, Lee County was founded, and Sunday marked 150 years of the county's founding, and there was a celebration to mark the occasion, celebrating not only 150 years of Lee County, but new growth, looking forward, and increased tourism. The Lee County Judge Executive says he is excited for what the future holds.
We think the next 10 years are going to be the best years yet for Lee County, primarily with the opening of 30, with the expansion of the Mountain Parkway, and the fact that Kentucky is really focused on helping Eastern Kentucky right now.
Leaders are hopeful that the next 50 years are full of opportunity. Caudill says Sunday's celebration is only the beginning, and the county has a whole year to celebrate 150 years.
And a bill aiming to create a loan program for struggling rural hospitals passed the Kentucky House last week. Hospitals in counties with less than 50,000 people would be eligible for the loans. The bill's sponsor says more than 60 hospitals are in eligible counties. 12 of those hospitals are vulnerable to closing. The bill passed the House unanimously Friday and is now headed to the Senate.
Well, after passing through the West Virginia House and Senate, a bill that is aimed at protecting abortion survivors will be signed into law today.
According to the bill, once a fetus is removed from the mother at any stage of development and has a beating heart or umbilical cord pulse, it is considered alive.
Now, the new law would require doctors to use the same medical judgment and efforts to care for a born-alive child that they would use for a child born at the same gestation in a non-abortion circumstance.
And currently in West Virginia, abortions are banned after 20 weeks.
Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way and coming up as cleanup efforts from last month's flooding continue throughout eastern Kentucky. The threat of more rain is looming over the region.
Well, today might be a big weather anniversary in mountain weather. I can promise you today won't be a repeat of 8 years ago. I'll track some rain out for you in about 3 minutes.